The wolves do not chase the weak. They hunt the strongest because they fear what they cannot control. For years they have lied to you, manipulated you, and poisoned your mind. They have broken your spirit, convinced you that you are nothing, not because you are weak, but you are powerful beyond measure. You are chosen, and that terrifies them. The forces working against you do not move loudly. They operate in whispers, in shadows, in unseen battles within your mind. They plant doubts, they place obstacles, they turn loved ones against you. They do all of this for one reason: to stop you from awakening. Once a chosen one steps into their power, the enemy loses all control. This is not just another motivational speech. This is your final message before everything changes. The war is already here. But it is not fought with swords. It is fought with manipulation, with distractions, and with control over your energy. Your mind is the battlefield. Every time you hesitate, every time you question yourself, they win. But that ends today. If you are prepared to reclaim your power, let's this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop the number 77 in the comments. Now listen closely. What comes next will shake you to your core. The greatest deception the enemy has ever crafted is not chains, not weapons, not even war. It is convincing the chosen that they are powerless. And for far too long, you have believed this lie. Long before you ever questioned why you felt different, before you even understood why life seemed so much harder for you, they knew who you were. They recognized your light before you even understood its existence. They saw your potential, your destiny, and the unshakable power within you, long before you ever felt it stirring in your soul, and that terrified them. Since the moment you arrived in this world, you have been watched, studied, monitored. They saw in you what you could not yet see in yourself: a disruptor, a force of change, a being they could never truly control. They knew that given time, you would awaken. And the moment you did, their grip on you and on the world would crumble. That is why they did not wait. They attacked early. They did not come at you with open force. Instead, they moved in silence. They whispered doubts into your ears before you could even form words. They placed obstacles before you took your first steps. They surrounded you with people who would break you, betray you, and make you question your worth. They had to ensure you never discovered it. Have you ever asked yourself why life feels so much harder for you than for others? Why are the ones who should have loved you the most, your family, your friends, the first to hurt you? Why every time you were on the verge of something great, something or someone seemed to pull you back? This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is a system. A carefully designed system meant to suppress the chosen before they ever wake up. It has been done before. Look at history. Every soul marked for greatness was hunted before they could rise. Jesus was targeted at birth. King Herod sent soldiers to slaughter innocent children just to prevent his rise. Moses was abandoned as an infant, cast into the river in an attempt to erase his destiny. Malcolm was surveilled, undermined, and ultimately silenced before he could fully awaken the people. The enemy does not wait until you are strong. They strike before you even know your own strength. Your energy is your power, and energy cannot be taught, stolen, or faked. It is something only the chosen carry. That is why they work so hard to confuse you, to break you, to keep you trapped in cycles of doubt and self-destruction. If they can keep you blind to your own greatness, they can control you forever. If they can convince you that you are ordinary, you will never challenge the system that was built to suppress you. But once you wake up, once you see the truth, they have no power left. That is what terrifies them the most. A lion does not ask for permission to roar. It does not need approval to be what it was always meant to be. And in the same way, a chosen one does not need validation to rise. Yet, the world has spent years convincing you otherwise. They have made you believe that power is something you must earn, something you must struggle for, something you must prove yourself worthy of. But the truth is, your power was never something that could be given or taken. It was placed inside you before you took your very first breath. It is woven into the essence of who you are, an undeniable force written into your very being. And that reality drives them mad. They hate that you did not have to work for what they have spent their entire lives chasing. They spend years, sometimes lifetimes, trying to mimic what flows through you naturally. They take courses, copy styles, steal ideas, imitate energy, but no matter what they do, they will never be you. That haunts them. No matter how much they study you, analyze you, or try to replicate what you have, they will always fall short. What you carry cannot be taught, bought, or borrowed. It is something only the chosen possess. So if they cannot have what you have, they will do everything in their power to make you forget it. They gaslight you, they mock you, they manipulate you into believing that you are just like everyone else. They tell you that your gifts are meaningless, that your instincts are wrong, that your dreams are unrealistic. But deep down, they know the truth. They know that you are extraordinary. They admire your presence, your confidence, your energy. But the moment they realize they cannot control you, their admiration turns into resentment. They wanted to consume your energy, to feed off your light, to take what was never theirs to begin with. But when they realized they could not steal your essence, when they saw that no matter what they did, they could never be you, their admiration turned into hatred. That is why your life has felt like a battlefield since day one. Not because you are cursed, because your power was always too vast, too raw, too untamed to fit within the limits they tried to place on you. And now, the only question that remains is this: are you finally ready to claim it? Once you do, once you fully step into who you were always meant to be, nothing will ever be the same again. When they cannot possess the fire, they do not stand in awe of it. They do not admire its brilliance or honor its power. Instead, they try to extinguish it. They have tried everything. They have stolen from you your ideas, your energy, your kindness, your love. They have taken all they could, hoping to capture even a fraction of what makes you unstoppable. They have reached into your spirit, grasping at your essence, trying to drain from you the very thing they could never create for themselves. They have imitated you, watching your every move, mirroring your essence, trying to mold themselves into something that looks like you, but never truly is. They have studied you like an unsolvable mystery, hoping that if they copy enough of your words, your style, your presence, they might become what you are. But deep down, they know it is an illusion. They have torn you down, spreading lies, planting doubts, whispering poison into your mind. They have turned others against you, twisting perceptions, rewriting reality, creating a version of you that exists only in the minds of those they manipulate. They wanted you to doubt yourself, to question your worth, to look in the mirror and see nothing but a shadow of who you truly are. But no matter what they do, no matter how much they study you, analyze you, or attempt to replicate what you have, they will never be you, and that truth drives them insane. Because deep down they know they knew it before you did. That is why they moved against you before you even had a chance to rise. They saw your potential before you ever recognized it. They knew your power before you had the words to describe it. They saw something divine within you, something they could never possess, never steal, never claim as their own. So they did the next best thing. They tricked you into giving it away. They never needed to take your power by force. The true power cannot be taken. They only needed to make you doubt that you ever had it. They filled your life with distractions, things designed to waste your time, drain your energy, keep you so busy, exhausted, overwhelmed, that you never had a moment to reflect on who you were meant to be. They kept you running in circles, chasing validation, approval, recognition from those who would never see you for who you truly are. They manipulated you, feeding you false narratives, twisting your reality, making you believe that you were small, that you were weak, that you needed their approval to shine. They convinced you that you were powerless, when in truth you have been powerful all along. They surrounded you with toxic people, individuals who drained you, belittled you, exhausted you. People who made you second-guess yourself, who made you question whether your dreams were foolish, who kept you trapped in cycles of self-doubt. By the time you finally started to realize who you were too tired to fight. That was their plan all along. But that ends now. The moment you reclaim your power, the entire game changes. The moment you wake up to the truth, that your power was never something they could take, only something you had to remember, you become unstoppable. The moment you stop doubting, stop hesitating, stop seeking permission to rise, their control over you vanishes. They tried to silence you, but now your voice will be heard. They tried to weaken you, but now you are stronger than ever. They tried to keep you blind to your own greatness, but now you see everything, and once a chosen one sees the truth, nothing can ever stop them again. This is it, your final moment of truth. No more waiting, no more hesitation, no more asking for permission to become who you were always meant to be. For too long, you have allowed doubt to creep into your mind. You have second-guessed yourself, questioned your path, and hesitated when you should have risen. You have let them drain you, your energy, your confidence, your light. You have let them keep you small, keep you trapped, keep you asleep. But deep inside, you already know the truth. You know what you are. You know what you were meant to do. You have felt it your entire life, a force inside you, a calling that refuses to be ignored. You were never meant to blend in, never meant to be ordinary. You were born for something greater, something far beyond what they have told you. Now you stand at the crossroads. There are only two choices before you. Choice one, stay asleep. Stay in the illusion they created for you. Let them continue to drain you, drain your mind, your strength, your purpose. Keep doubting yourself, keep hesitating, keep living by their rules. Remain in the cycle they designed, where you give everything and receive nothing, where you seek validation from people who will never truly see you, where you live your life playing small, afraid to rise, afraid to step into your power, afraid to claim what was always yours. Let them steal your power while you stand by and watch. Let them win. Or choice two, rise and reclaim what was always yours. Step into your destiny, step into your true identity, step into the unstoppable force that has been waiting inside you all along. No more fear. No more hesitation, no more waiting for the right moment. This is the moment when you take back control, when you stop apologizing for being powerful, when you stop letting them decide who you are, what you can do, and how far you can go, because the ones who tried to break you are about to witness a rise they never saw coming. The ones who doubted you are about to see exactly what they feared most. And the forces that worked against you will realize that nothing they did was enough to stop you. This is your time. No more shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. No more staying silent when your voice was meant to be heard. No more doubting what you already know in your soul. The time for waiting is over. The time for awakening has come. Now, tell me, are you ready to wake up? The rise of the chosen begins now. If this message stirred something in your soul, if you feel it in your bones, in your spirit, in the deepest part of you, drop 77 in the comments. Let the world know. The chosen are awakening, and there is nothing the enemy can do to stop it. This is the final message. Now, the only question that remains is, what will you do with it? The choice is yours. Welcome, chosen ones. You may not fully realize the extent of your power, but let me tell you something that will shake you to your core, in the best way possible. The devil may be powerful, but even his hands tremble when it comes to the chosen ones. Think about that for a second. While most people live in constant fear of dark forces, there is a truth so profound that it will keep you awake for all the right reasons. If you are truly chosen, not even the most powerful demon can lay a finger on you. Why? Because your destiny isn't ordinary. It has been sealed with divine protection, surrounded by an unbreakable force field, and marked by a power so great that even the darkest spirits take a step back and say, "No thanks, not today." Have you ever wondered why, despite all the attacks, the betrayals, the hardships, you keep rising? That's not luck. That's God giving you a front row seat to watch your enemies scramble in defeat. And let me tell you, the look on their faces when they realize they can't touch you, priceless. Let's dive deep into the 12 reasons why demons fear you, why you remain untouchable, and why you are a force they cannot comprehend, let alone defeat. Your soul vibrates on a frequency demons can't perceive. Imagine trying to tune into a radio station that doesn't exist on a certain frequency. No matter how much they search, they will never find it. Your soul operates on a level that demons simply cannot perceive, much less reach. That is exactly how demons experience the presence of a chosen one. They are bound to lower vibrational energies, thriving on fear, doubt, and negativity, feeding off despair and confusion. But your soul vibrates on a higher frequency, one that is in alignment with divine power, love, and truth. This means that not only can demons not touch you, but oftentimes they can't even detect your presence in the way they do with others. You are cloaked in divine energy, making you invisible to their usual methods of attack. Even when they do try to get close, they find themselves pushed back, unable to get a grip on your essence. To them, you are an anomaly, a mystery, something beyond their comprehension. This doesn't just confuse them, it terrifies them. They operate in darkness, but you are pure light. And where there is light, darkness cannot exist. Their greatest weapons, fear and deception, become completely useless against someone like you. This is why their attacks bounce off without leaving a mark. You are not only protected, you are elevated beyond their reach. God's contract over your life is non-negotiable. Before you were even born, your destiny was sealed in divine ink. God's plan for your life was written long before any dark force could even think about interfering, and that plan is non-negotiable. No demon, no enemy, no force, no matter how powerful, can rewrite what God has already established. Think of it as a heavenly contract, one that cannot be altered, cancelled, or overridden. While the enemy may try to attack, distract, or delay you, their efforts are in vain because the outcome has already been decided. You were chosen for a purpose, and that purpose comes with an unbreakable layer of divine protection. Every move you make is aligned with God's will, and nothing the enemy does can shift that. In fact, every attempt to harm you only strengthens your position. It's as if their attacks are absorbed into your divine contract, turning what was meant for evil into something that fuels your growth. The more they try to pull you down, the higher you rise. They cannot win because they are fighting a battle that was lost before it even began. This isn't about luck or coincidence. It's about divine authority. You are untouchable because your life is in God's hands, and nothing, no force in heaven, earth, or hell can change that. This is why demons fear you, why their schemes always fail, and why your destiny remains intact. The contract over your life is sealed, signed by the Most High, and no darkness can break it. 3. Demons fear your awareness of their manipulations. Demons operate through deception, manipulation, and illusion. Their greatest weapon is not power, but the ability to control through lies, planting seeds of fear, doubt, and confusion in the minds of those who are unaware. They thrive in secrecy, working best when their presence and schemes go unnoticed. But the moment you become aware of their tactics, their grip on you shatters. They fear those who can see through their illusions, because once their tricks are exposed, they lose all power. As a chosen one, your spiritual awareness is a weapon they cannot counter. You understand their strategies. You know they feed on fear, they whisper doubt into minds, and they create chaos to weaken people's faith. But when you recognize the game, you refuse to play by their rules. Instead of reacting with fear, you respond with wisdom and clarity. Instead of falling for their traps, you stand firm in divine truth. This makes you a nightmare for the forces of darkness. Without deception, demons have nothing left. Their entire strategy collapses the moment you call out their lies. And that is why they fear you. Not only are you protected, but you are also dangerous to them. Because your awareness doesn't just defend you, it destroys their influence. They cannot manipulate someone who is rooted in truth, and so they have no choice but to retreat. 4. The battle was over before it began. From the moment you were chosen, the battle was already won. Demons and dark forces may have schemed, plotted, and prepared their attacks against you, but what they failed to realize is that your victory was decided before they even entered the fight. Your destiny was sealed in heaven, long before any enemy could try to interfere, and no force, no matter how sinister or strategic, can change the outcome. The enemy spends countless efforts trying to bring you down, setting traps and creating chaos, but nothing sticks. Every plan they devise fails before it even begins. Every attack they launch misses its mark, and every obstacle they place in your path only propels you forward. It's as if they are swinging at thin air, desperately trying to strike someone who has already risen beyond their reach. The funny part, they don't even realize they've lost until they try to move against you. This is why you remain untouchable. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from victory. God already declared your triumph, and nothing can reverse it. The enemy may continue their efforts, but they are fighting a war that was lost before it even started. That's why their plans fall apart, why their weapons fail, and why, no matter what they do, you keep rising. The battle was never about winning. It was about them realizing they never stood a chance against you. 5. Demons can't thrive in the presence of true authority. Darkness thrives where there is fear, doubt, and weakness. But when someone walks in divine authority, every unclean force is instantly disrupted. As a chosen one, you don't just carry protection, you carry dominion. The moment you step into a space, the atmosphere shifts, and demons know they can't operate as they normally would. They don't just flee because they want to. They have no choice. This authority isn't something you earn. It's something that has been given to you by God Himself. It is a force so powerful that demons shudder at your presence. They know that attempting to challenge you is like walking into a battle they cannot win. Just as light automatically eliminates darkness, your very presence disrupts their influence. It's not even about engaging in warfare. Your existence alone is a rebuke to them. This is why demons prefer to work in places of spiritual ignorance, where people do not recognize their own power. But with you, they see someone who knows exactly who they are in Christ. They see someone who stands firm, someone they cannot manipulate, someone whose words carry weight in the spiritual realm. And so, rather than waste their time, they flee before the battle even begins. True authority does not beg for power, it commands it, and that is why you are untouchable. 6. Your energy is a divine firewall. Your energy is not just a shield, it is a divine firewall, an impenetrable barrier that makes it impossible for darkness to take hold of you. Demons feed on fear, using it as their primary weapon to manipulate and control. Fear causes hesitation, doubt, and a sense of powerlessness, exactly what dark forces want you to feel. But here's the truth. Chosen ones do not operate in fear. You have been set apart, and because of that, fear has no place in your life. When you enter a room, the very energy you carry disrupts the forces of darkness. Demons rely on an atmosphere of chaos, confusion, and intimidation, but the presence of a chosen one erases all of it. It's not that you don't face challenges, it's that fear doesn't rule you. You walk with unshakable confidence, knowing that your path is guided by something far greater than any threat that stands before you. The enemy may try to stir up anxiety, doubt, and confusion, but when they see that you remain firm, fearless, and unshaken, their strategy collapses. They are used to people running scared, making irrational decisions, or losing hope. But when they encounter you, someone who moves with divine certainty, they know they have already lost. Their power over you is non-existent, and they have no choice but to retreat. In the end, fear may be a powerful weapon, but against you, it's completely useless. 7. The fear in their eyes is real. Demons don't just fear you, they are terrified of you. Unlike ordinary people, you don't respond the way they expect. They are used to humans panicking, doubting, and succumbing to fear. But when they come across a chosen one, their entire strategy falls apart. You don't react to their intimidation tactics, and that throws them into confusion. It's like they've spent their whole existence playing a game, only to realize that you are playing by completely different rules, rules they can't manipulate. Dark forces rely on predictable patterns, studying people to find their weaknesses and vulnerabilities. They set traps, whisper doubts, and stir up fear, expecting you to fall in line like everyone else. But when they see that you are unmoved, unshaken, and undisturbed, they realize something chilling. You are beyond their reach. Their usual tricks don't work on you. They push, but you don't fall. They threaten, but you don't flinch, and that scares them more than anything. Demons thrive on control, but they cannot control what they do not understand. And you? You are a mystery to them. They scramble to make sense of your strength, but they never will, because your power doesn't come from this world. It comes from God Himself. And when they realize they can't predict, manipulate, or overpower you, there's only one thing left for them to do: flee in fear. 8. Your destiny is tied to a greater mission. Your destiny is not just about you, it is tied to a greater mission, one that reaches far beyond your personal journey. This is why demons fear you so intensely. They know that if they can't stop you, they can't stop the lives you are meant to impact, the chains you are meant to break, and the darkness you are destined to destroy. You are not just walking through life. You are a force of divine change, carrying a purpose that threatens the very foundation of their existence. Demons thrive in chaos, deception, and confusion, and their ultimate goal is to derail those who carry divine assignments. But here's where they fail. Your purpose has already been sealed by God. No attack can cancel it, no distraction can delay it, and no force can rewrite what has already been ordained. They try to shake you, to throw obstacles in your path, hoping that you will question your calling. But instead of breaking, you rise stronger, more determined, and more unstoppable than ever. This is why they are desperate to stop you. Your victory is not just yours. It is for the countless others who will be set free because of your obedience to your calling. Your presence disrupts the darkness, your words carry divine authority, and your mission is unstoppable. The more they try to silence you, the louder your purpose becomes. And that is why demons don't just hate you, they fear what you are becoming. 9. Your name is spoken in realms. You can't see your name carries far more weight than you realize. In the unseen realms, both light and darkness know who you are. You may think of your name as just a label given to you at birth, But in the spiritual world, it is a mark of identity, authority, and divine purpose. Heaven recognizes you as a warrior of light, and demons whisper your name, not in power, but in fear. Imagine the forces of darkness gathering, strategizing their next move. When your name is mentioned, there is hesitation. They remember past attempts to bring you down and how every single one failed. They know the hand of God is upon you, and that opposing you means going against a divine decree. You are on a heavenly watch list, marked as untouchable, and the enemy knows the consequences of crossing that line. This is why demons think twice before engaging with you. It's not just about your strength, it's about who stands behind you. They see the armies of angels assigned to your life, the divine reinforcements that ensure your path remains unstoppable. They know that coming after you is a losing battle, so instead of attacking, they retreat. Your name is feared in the realms of darkness because they know the truth. You are not just another soul, you are a force that cannot be defeated. 10. Your light exposes their darkness. Demons are like cockroaches. They scurry for cover when the lights come on. They thrive in secrecy, hiding in the corners of fear, deception, and confusion. It's where they do their best work, manipulating situations, twisting truths, and spreading chaos. But the moment you walk into the room, their entire strategy falls apart. You don't even have to do anything. Your presence alone brings clarity, order, and truth. It's like flipping on a bright light, exposing their deception for what it truly is, powerless and pathetic. The worst thing for darkness is to be revealed, and you are a living embodiment of divine revelation. You don't just illuminate the truth, you make sure the enemy has nowhere left to hide. This is why demons despise you. They can't work their tricks around you. They want people to live in fear and ignorance, but you bring wisdom and discernment. And when they realize they can't deceive you, they have no choice but to flee. 11. You are a walking rebuke to darkness. Your very existence is like a thunderclap in the stillness of the night, a bold declaration that darkness has no place here. Simply by being who you are, you stand as a living rebuke to everything dark forces represent. Your presence alone unsettles them, forcing them to face the truth. They are not the ultimate authority in this world. You are a testament to light, love, and divine purpose, a direct challenge to everything they thrive on: fear, manipulation, and chaos. Every breath you take breathes life into hope and faith, countering the despair they desperately try to spread. Your very essence sends a clear message: I am here, and I refuse to be silenced. That kind of boldness terrifies them. They know they can't touch you because you carry something far greater than they can comprehend: the power to dismantle their influence with a single thought aligned with God's will. Imagine their panic when they realize they have no hold over you. Their carefully woven networks of darkness crumble in the presence of your unwavering faith. It's not just your actions, but your very mindset that radiates divine power. When your thoughts align with God's purpose, it's like a spiritual bomb detonating in their midst, scattering them in disarray. They avoid you because they recognize the unstoppable force within you. You are not just another person, you are a walking contradiction to the fabric of darkness itself. Your mere existence sends them retreating, powerless against the unshakable truth and light you carry. 12. Your divine assignment means supernatural reinforcement. You are not just a random soul drifting through life. You have a mission, a calling, a divine purpose, and heaven itself is committed to ensuring that you fulfill it. While others may feel isolated in their struggles, you are never alone. You are surrounded by supernatural reinforcement, a force that stands ready to defend, protect, and propel you forward. But don't mistake this for mere comfort or reassurance. This is not just about guardian angels offering gentle encouragement. No, you have divine enforcers assigned to your life, warriors from heaven's army who move at God's command. Imagine an invisible battalion standing guard around you, ensuring that no force, seen or unseen, can derail your destiny. Every obstacle you encounter has already been accounted for. Every attack launched against you has already been blocked. Every setback the enemy planned has already been turned into a stepping stone for your advancement. When demons look at you, they don't just see an ordinary person. They see the heavenly army that surrounds you. They see the divine reinforcement that makes their schemes ineffective. So when the enemy tries to stand in your way, heaven responds with overwhelming power, forcing darkness to retreat. This is why your journey cannot be stopped. This is why your calling cannot be denied. You are a force to be reckoned with, not because of who you are, but because of the supernatural backing you carry. Walk boldly in your divine assignment, knowing that all of heaven moves with you. The truth is undeniable. You are not just protected, you are feared. You are not just chosen, you are unstoppable. Every step you take shakes the very foundations of darkness. Every breath you breathe declares divine power. You don't just exist, you disrupt the enemy. You expose their lies, and you stand firm in your calling. And that is why they fear you more than anything. So walk boldly, step forward with confidence, knowing that you are not just a warrior, you are a living rebuke to darkness itself. Nothing can stand against the power you carry, and no force can stop what God has ordained for you. When you shine, darkness has no choice but to flee. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to join our community of chosen ones. Give this video a thumbs up if you feel empowered. Drop a comment and share your testimony. We want to hear your story. Together, let's light up this world. Because when we walk in the light, darkness doesn't stand a chance. You are chosen, you are protected, you are unstoppable. Let your light shine.